Okay, welcome to Trusted Teachers, being the support that we needed. Another in a series of videos. It's a computing video today, and as always, I'm joined by Mr. B.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Mr. B. So, we'll go right into it. What we want to do is look at computer systems and how they impact on the environment. So it's the environmental impact of computers. What we'd want to do is look at the environmental impact and maybe see if we can explain the terms carbon footprint, a greenhouse gas, and maybe look at ways that we can actually reduce the carbon impact of computing devices. So without further ado, environmental impact. Mr. B, what does that phrase mean to you? What would you describe environmental impact as?
Like how the actions of individuals and businesses and computers, the impact they have on the environment in terms of pollution and greenhouse gases.
So what are some of the other activities that we might kind of carry out and go about with business that on a day-to-day basis that might impact on the environment?
Driving a car.
Yeah.
Putting on using electricity in your house.
Absolutely, yes.
Not recycling properly.
Yeah.
The
short answer is everything we do as human beings has an impact on the environment. Everything we do as humans, from heating our homes, as you mentioned, driving our cars, going on holiday, even just breathing, we have an impact on the environment as human beings. Obviously, we are concerned about the impact that computers can have on the environment. Okay, so another piece of terminology that we come across is a carbon footprint. Mr. B, could you maybe have a think about what that means to you, your carbon footprint?
I think it's just like how much impact an individual has on the environment.
How much impact an individual has on the environment, yeah. A carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases that are released as the result of an activity. There's many different greenhouse gases, actually. Most people, we always tend to focus on carbon dioxide, but water vapor becomes a gas that traps heat in our environment. Methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone, as well as protecting us from the sun's radiation, as a greenhouse gas. But an awful lot of these that we can't do anything about. We can't really change them. The one thing that we can change is look at carbon dioxide. So, since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, greenhouse gases have risen by an estimated 40%. In particular, is carbon dioxide, and that's due to the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas to produce energy. And that releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and it traps the heat from the sun. And we know about climate change, and we know that the temperatures are gradually climbing. When we talk about the lifetime carbon footprint of a computer, we think about all of the carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere because of that computer. So we have to think about the computers that we're using sitting in front of us just now. Why would they be causing carbon dioxide to be released into the atmosphere, Mr. B? That is something you mentioned before.
Is it the electricity that they use to run?
It's the electricity that's being used to run my computer at the moment, and my phone and all the other computing devices in the house. That's been generated largely still by burning fossil fuels. So yes, we need to think about the carbon footprint of our computers. Okay, I've left this on here. Normally this is something I would do in a classroom environment, but I've just left it on there for people who are watching the video. The World Wildlife Foundation have a carbon footprint checker, and you can go on and ask you some lifestyle questions, and it gives you an idea of your carbon footprint and compares it to other countries and other averages. It's a really fun wee exercise, and it's something that pupils could do, not just in a computing context, but in any subject that looks at the environment, sciences as well. So I've just left that in there. What can we do? What can we do to reduce? Any ideas how with the computers that we have in front of us, Mr. B, how we could maybe reduce the carbon footprint of that device?
Just minimize your use. Maybe take regular breaks. Maybe make sure you shut it down and don't leave them like plugged into a charger or things like that.
Yeah, these are all good ideas. The first couple of ones we can actually do is really to do with the monitor or the screen. I should really say, whether it's the screen on your phone or the screen on a laptop or a desktop, Energy Star is a standard for efficient products, and if the monitor that you buy has an Energy Star logo on it, or the phone that you buy is Energy Star rated, then it'll mean that it's the most efficient. Well, it's a star rating. They can be 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. But if you buy the one with the 4 stars, then it's the most efficient rating. It shows that it's an efficient device. The other thing with monitors is, even if you leave your desk for a short time, you can just switch your monitor off. That drastically reduces the amount of energy your computer needs, because a lot of energy is used to run the monitor. So even if you're leaving your desk to nip to the canteen or a bathroom or somewhere, just pop your monitor off, and that saves energy. And again, just like smartphones, turning down the brightness on your monitor as well. I see people with phones, and they're really bright all the time, far too bright. And it just uses up more energy. You can extend your battery life, particularly with laptops and mobile devices, by just turning the brightness down. The other things that we can do are all to do with the power settings. So in the control unit of phones, laptops, tablets, any computing device, you'll have a settings panel, and you can change when to turn your monitor off. So you can set it so that it will kind of switch off. If you leave the building at night and leave your computer on by accident, it'll power down your monitor. But again, you can also get it to power down or put your computer into sleep mode. So in the power settings, definitely you can change when to turn monitors and computers off in case you forget. Again, that saves energy. And yes, the last one you picked up, another pet hate of mine. Do not leave portable devices charging once they are at 100%. Not only is it unsafe, but it's using energy that doesn't need to be used. So that's us for today. That was Trusted Teachers being the support that we needed, who are looking at the computer's impact on the environment. Hopefully now you'll be able to explain environmental impact as being human activity impacting on the environment. Carbon footprint is the amount of greenhouse gases that are released as a result of an activity. And as computer scientists, we're interested in the energy use of computers. And we looked at 1 or 2 ways where we can reduce the energy use of computers and therefore release, kind of kinder to the environment and less carbon dioxide being released. Okay, so that's us for today. Thanks for watching. And we'll say goodbye just now.